Spoiler warning for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Okay, well, I went to go see Across the Spider-Verse about a week ago, and I'm just gonna say it. It was good. It was good. I loved it. It was one of the greatest movies I've ever seen. I'm gonna say it like everyone else. Deal with it, I guess. But well, yeah, it was a good movie. I liked it. Uh, So this isn't gonna be a really in-depth review. It's just gonna be what I thought about the movie and what I thought was good, what I thought was bad. Well, you can just sit back, relax, grab a snack. Listen to me talk about a movie that everyone else is talking about. Whilst you work or anything. Let's get started. Okay, so my in-depth review, not so in-depth review slash opinion. So I'm just gonna go out and say it. The animation was completely stunning. I was shaking in my seat, on the edge of my seat, just watching it, and how much work and effort went into the animation. It was just so awesome, and to see the different styles of animation, like Hobie Brown's like scrapbook type animation, and it was so good. And I also loved the soundtrack. I will say Into the Spider-Verse's Sunflower was way better, but I still like Self Love and all those other soundtrack. It was so good. Annihilate was also good, and the music always phenomenal with these movies, and it did go together very well. And I did see like a problem slash complaint with the movie where they said that Ben Riley's character was treated like a joke, and I will not heavily, but I will disagree on that point. I did enjoy his whole edgy '90s personality, and it was playing on the whole how edgy the '90s were and all that, and I thought that was really funny. And yeah, Ben Riley is a very serious character, but again, you don't have. I didn't think it was mocking the character. It was just mocking the era of that character. And there definitely would be some alternate universe version of Ben Riley where he's serious and all that. But that's just. I like how the people who made the movie just ran it off as a funny joke, just to poke fun at the whole '90s thing. And I thought that was really funny and good. And I don't think it was like bad or anything, unlike people think. And another problem that people were saying is like the whole movie theater with sound quality and seeing like how low the volume was. I went to the theater to watch a movie and I didn't seem to have a problem. Like my theater didn't seem to have a problem with the sound or anything. Probably we might have gotten the upgraded version because the people actually went back and made an updated version of the sound quality of the movie to solve that problem. So maybe I went actually pretty late. I went like 2 weeks after the movie came out into the theater. So probably, yeah, I probably got the updated version. But it's awesome how they did actually make an updated version, which is good. Another thing I saw on the movie surfacing around is the whole Gwen is trans thing. And I will heavily disagree on this one because again, that makes no sense. Why would she be trans? There what? What why would that? That's not even no. And then people are talking about how her color scheme of her costume is the trans flag. But that color scheme has been around for like 10 years or so now. So I don't think that's supposed to be the point, and that's been cemented into Spider-Gwen's costume. So I don't think that's right either. And they're like, oh, the watercolor represents that. No, it doesn't. It's just representing the emotions of Gwen in her world. That's just how her watercolor world works. And then people are like, oh, the trans flag. And I was like, well, yeah, but like you could totally, support the trans community without being trans. The same as me supporting the LGBTQ whole community. I don't have to be LGBTQ to support a community like that. And my main problem with this whole thing is how toxic people are about it. How they're saying, oh, if you don't agree with me, then, go frick yourself. I don't know. But, like, people are attacking other people just because they're not agreeing with them. And I think that's just a huge problem. I think people could just have their own, personal opinions about things and how you're not really allowed, you shouldn't really attack people for being having a different opinion, and yeah, that's just my thought about that. I think Gwen is definitely not trans. You can totally disagree with me. I don't care. I won't judge you for disagreeing with me. Um, I yeah, I don't really have a problem with that. And yeah, that's basically what all the problems were with the movie. A lot of the controversy going around it, but the movie itself is absolutely splendid. The movie is so good. I just loved it. It was very awesome. All the cameos, the spectacular Spider-Man cameo. I've been waiting for that since I finished watching Spectacular Spider-Man about 2 years ago. I actually sat down and watched it on Netflix, and season 2 ended, and I was like really bummed out because because there wasn't a continuation. And Spectacular Spider-Man finally came back. Josh Keaton came back to the movie to do the cameo, and now people are talking about maybe season 2, or I mean season 3 might come out, and people are discussing about it. And I'm personally super pumped because I really hope they make a season 3 sooner or later, because all the fans have been waiting for it, and the show just got canceled in with the most unfortunate circumstances of all time. And I really hope they do that properly with the Spectacular Spider-Man and all the cameos and all the good stuff, and the cliffhanger at the end. I'm waiting. I just can't wait for the sequel to come out. I think it's coming out like next year, 2024 or something like that. I saw some news about that, but it might come out next year, and if it does, I will definitely go see it, because that cliffhanger just got me waiting there. And I hope in the next movie we see more cameos, more voice acting, and more of the other characters like Spider-Man Noir, who only showed up for a bit at the end of the movie. So I hope Spider-Man Noir comes back again, because I love Spider-Man Noir. He's super cool. I love his backstory, his old 1930s aesthetic. It's so cool. And we might be seeing more Penny Parker, where she only showed up for like 30 seconds in the movie with a brand new comic accurate suit. And I want to see more of Penny and what happened to her. I mean, I know what happens to her in the comics, and that probably might be the case, but I'm still really curious to see what happened. And I would love to see how Gwen and Miles are going to end up like, and what's going to happen to them. How is Miles going to escape the Prowler Miles, and the whole Prowler Miles, all this whole twist with the Prowler Miles is just so cool. And to see that the Spider-Man Miles is actually just an anomaly, and how Peter Parker of his world wasn't supposed to die, which is super cool. And I'm just super pumped for the sequel, and I just hope it comes out soon. Yeah, so that's basically my opinion / review of the movie. And yeah, so make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll be back with some more content, I hope. And I'll see you all later.